What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Command and Console. My name is Jason. Today we are adding another batch of pickups to Project PS2. So the first game could be argued is a really decent a licensed game. It's a Star Wars licensed game. Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith. I think this game's pretty decent for what it is. Being a film tie-in, these games aren't really that good most of the time, but this one is really pretty decent, all things considered. I like the fact that you've got an alternate ending as well. You could choose to go full dark side with Anakin and have a completely new ending. It's really cool. Some cool decisions for this game I think they made. And I just think it's a really fun, just action kind of Star Wars game. I picked this up from the charity shop for £1.50. And yeah, it's in pretty decent nick, all things considered. And yeah, with manual as well, which is really cool to see. From a charity shop, that's Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Next up, we have a rally game that was dirt cheap in CEX, 50p. I thought, you know what, let's add it to the collection. I do like some rally games from time to time. And it is WRC Extreme 2. I've never played this one, so I can't comment at all on it. But yeah, I prefer these kind of like, they don't take themselves too seriously. They're not a super simulation, but they got the kind of that mix between arcade and a simulation. I don't think I've played any of this series, if I'm honest. Back in the day, I used to play more so Colin McRae Rally. If I would pick up any rally games in particular, it'd be Colin McRae. But I thought I'd give this a go for 50p. It's complete with manual like you saw. Why not? Why not give it a go? That's WRC Extreme 2. Next up, I wanted to maybe build up these retro collections that have come out on more kind of modern systems. And the PS2 has an abundance of them, which I am really happy about. So I picked up the Midway Arcade Treasures. This is volume 1. I think there's 3 volumes in total. This was £2.50 in CEX. It comes complete with manual, like that. And it is just packed full of awesome retro titles like Spy Hunter, Defender, Defender 2, Gauntlet, Joust, Joust 2, Paperboy, Rampage, Marble Madness, Smash TV, great game by the way. Yeah, a ton of games on here, and it's £2.50, you get a ton of retro games. Awesome. That is Midnight Arcade Treasures Volume 1. Pretty cool. Looking forward to jumping into some of these. Some of these I've never played, so it'd be pretty cool. To follow that up in style, we've got Midway Arcade Treasures Volume 2. I don't have the 3rd volume yet, but I do plan to get it at some point. This is once again loaded with arcade classics. You've got stuff like Narc, Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3. This has Gauntlet 2, Spy Hunter 2. Yeah, some really cool stuff. Xenophobe, Primal Rage, Rampage World Tour. Love the Rampage games, guy. I'm a big kaiju fan. So that's like literally a kaiju arcade game. It's awesome. Yeah, that is Midway Treasures, Arcade Treasures 2, complete with manual. I do want to get the 3rd game if I can, and I think they re-released the 1st game, but with this kind of art style, which I can't want to get double dip on because I want them to match in their art because I'm weird. But that is Midway Arcade Treasures 2. Next up is a GTA-esque open world sandbox crime game that I think is pretty good, and its sequels might be even better. I'm talking about True Crime Streets of LA. This is £1, complete with manual as well. Really happy about this. This game was really fun. I liked the kind of like the Hong Kong kind of kung fu aspect of it. Yeah, I thought it was really fun. You get to like frisk people on the street and arrest them for no reason if you want. It's really fun open world game. The shooting's pretty cool and the combat is pretty fun as well. If you don't know, guys, True Crime went on to become Sleeping Dogs because there was True Crime Streets of LA, True Crime New York, and then the 3rd game was meant to have been True Crime Hong Kong. But when THQ went out of business, I forget who bought it, but I think it was Square Enix. Square Enix bought the license for True Crime, or basically bought the IP off of THQ, and they turned it into Sleeping Dogs. What a game, Sleeping Dogs as well. But this is True Crime. This is the 1st one. Really, really cool game. Love it. Great sandbox game. Check it out if you've not. Dirt cheap right now. £1 on PS2. Next up is a really, really kind of like nostalgic game for me. Terrible at it. I'm absolutely awful at this game. But it was a lot of fun regardless. I'm talking about Maximo. Maximo is somewhat... I can't decide... I don't know fully, in terms of my knowledge, whether it is a true, next level sequel or next chapter in the series of Ghouls and Ghosts, or Ghosts and Goblins, whichever, or whether it's more of a spiritual sequel. It kind of retains that kind of style but brings it into the 3D era. I'm not too sure, but I remember this game being rock hard but loads of fun. But yeah, and it's got loads of that classic elements of Ghouls and Ghosts and Goblins, where you're getting hit, and you're losing armor, and you're left in your underwear with no armor on. And then if you get hit again, you die. So it's kind of it retains that DNA, that challenging DNA from those Ghosts and Goblins and Ghouls and Ghosts games. But I do love this one. I think I like the sequel a bit more. Army of Zoo or Zao. Maximo Army of Zao. Don't kill me with the names. I don't remember. But I remember the sequel being a bit better. But the first game, got lots of memories of this one, being absolutely terrible at it, and it kicking my ass. That's Maximo. The final game here is probably the best pickup for a while in terms of price. What it is versus what I paid. What a steal this was for me. So one of the best licensed games ever made, in my opinion. GTA, but it's GTA, but with a Simpsons spin. Simpsons Hit and Run. I actually couldn't believe my luck with this one. I really couldn't believe my luck. This is a £20 game in CEX. I got it in the charity shop for £1. So happy about it, man. So happy about it. Yes, I know it's the platinum version, but it's a £1 game, and it's one of the better games on the system, in my opinion. It's one of my favourite games on the system. Simpsons Hit and Run. What a great fun game this is. Really invokes the vibe of the Simpsons, and yeah, love it. Absolutely love this one. For £1 though, because I don't know how, it's crazy, and I'm hoping if I go back to the same charity shop, they might have some more big hitters for £1. Like, please have Silent Hill 2, please. Thank you. Yes, Simpsons Hit and Run for £1 in a charity shop. I can't really argue with that, really, can you? It's a £20 game. Hell, they don't discriminate between platinum and non-platinum in CEX, and even the platinum edition is £20. So I saved myself a big chunk of change there. But yeah, that's Simpsons Hit and Run. Probably the best pickup out of the bunch, in my opinion. Is it the best game out of the bunch? It might be the best game out of the bunch, guys. But that's Simpsons Hit and Run. Those are the recent additions of Project PS2, of the PS2 collection. Let me know your thoughts on any or all of these games in the comments down below. As always, guys, let's continue to build a PS2 collection.